Nino.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure to be around you.
Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to get you on my show real quick just to kind of follow up on some things that you are doing currently and let the ladies know where they can find you.
Hey, ladies, if you want to find me, you can find me at www.IamNinobreeze.com. IamNinobreeze.com. You're going to have music on there. You're going to have videos on there. Some motivational stuff on there, whatever. Pictures, everything.
Well, in case you don't write that fast, at the bottom of the screen, it will tell you Nino Breeze. I am Nino Breeze. I am Nino Breeze. So, Nino, tell us a little bit about what's going on with you in Vegas right now.
Right now, as you know, we have Forefront.
Okay.
Forefront, that's the group that I sing with on the Strip. We do the Paris, Excalibur, a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Go out of town, do a bunch of different things, memory lane type of music.
So tell us, who is Forefront? Who are the players in Forefront?
In Forefront, you have myself, of course. You have two Detroit brothers, Donald Albert and David Kavanaugh. Then you also have Jerron Lovings II from Oklahoma City. So I'm from Philly, so you got us all different places, Philly, Detroit, Oklahoma City, all together made Forefront.
So you're a wonderful mix of a melting pot.
Indeed.
Indeed. So tell us, each gentleman, what is their forte of style of singing? Are they tenor or first tenor, altos?
Well, Dave is our bass. He's the bass of all basses, like I love to say. He always hits the bottom, ladies.
Okay, so that's like...
Ooh,
Barry White.
Gotta put your chin in your chest.
Barry White.
Then you have your Philip Bailey, Eddie Kendrick's first tenor.
Okay, who's that?
And that would be Jerron Lovings.
Jerron Lovings, okay.
And he would be our first tenor, hitting all those high notes, walking on the clouds.
He's doing the
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Then you have Donald Albert. He's our raspy man, a baritone tenor. Sings all that David Ruffin, Otis Redding, that type of feel, you know. So
he's in here with the kind of I love you, kind of like right in the middle.
Yeah, he's the
got it.
Ribs
okay,
you know,
got
he's
it.
that guy, you know. And then I'm just a crooner. I'm a crooner. I'm more like Luther, Jaheim type of guy.
Can we have a little Jaheim, a little Luther crooner?
Woo woo woo. That's it.
That's it.
That's all. Oh, you wanted some real crooning?
He cheated.
Huh? Minnie Foxx show. I'm so glad to be sitting next to you.
That was called a run.
That's a run.
If you didn't know that was a run, that's a run. I know the run. So Nino, we've been talking about singing duet for quite some time, and that's going to happen for us eventually.
For sure.
But I need Nino to hit all the high notes because I am a tenor alto. So like when you sing in the choir, I stand in the middle between the altos and the tenors on this side so that I can go either way depending on what the song is. Yes.
So I have to really practice my falsetto.
Yes.
When I'm singing.
Because I don't hit the high notes.
Because I don't have all of that all the time. Not all the time. Not all the time.
Wonderful. So Nino, I understand, and I do know for a fact that you are a father.
Yes.
I know that you are a phenomenal father.
Well, thank you.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about your boys.
I have two boys. I have a now 16-year-old. His name is NJ. He sings and plays the piano, guitar. He writes and stuff like that, following his dad's footsteps. Then I have my 4-year-old boy named Jaden, and he likes music as well, but he's more of a sports guy and just wants to run around and fight all the time. He likes the physicality of everything. So it's kind of like both sides of me. My oldest is my creative side. My youngest is my athletic side.
Now, I know that Jaden, the youngest, he's ladies' man. I already know that.
I might say he might be.
He is, because he told me I was beautiful.
Oh, okay.
He said you're beautiful.
Nobody said he was blind, though.
I know, right? Well, hey, starting at a young age, that's all right. Now, your oldest son, you and him did a beautiful rendition of a main artist here that was to perform in Las Vegas. And for whatever reason, her contract didn't go through, so she's doing something else. But you did a beautiful rendition of Adele with your son.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Actually, the funny thing about that, my daughter, Leah Love, she told us, she said, you guys would sound great singing Hello by Adele. That's the only reason we even sang the song. Now, the thing for me that was important about that, us recording that, right before we recorded it was when I found out I would be moving to Vegas. So the way the song is, it's Hello from the Other Side.
Okay.
So I'm from Philly. My kids are in Philly. I'm here in Vegas now. You know, so when we recorded the song, I didn't realize it was going to kind of be like art imitating life, because 2-3 weeks later, I wound up having to call him and say hello from the other side of the country. You know?
Interesting.
You know, so.
And for those of you that aren't sure or remember what Hello is, Adele did a beautiful rendition of that particular song. And we were looking forward to Adele performing here in Las Vegas, but it didn't fall through.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because Nino and his wonderful son did a rendition. So it's like she's here anyway. Can you hit one of those notes of the Hello for us? Yes, yes.
Hello from the outside, at least not call 1,000 times. That's it, I ain't gonna do much.
Tito, can I have a tissue? With that being said, we're going to come back after this next break, because we want you to know a little bit more about Nino and why the Breeze experience is a journey that you should have. We'll be right back after this message.
What's going on, world? It's your man Nino Breeze. I am NinoBreeze.com, y'all. Mr. Fuel himself, food and understanding for every life. Y'all catching me right now on my girl Minnie Foxx, the Minnie Foxx show, y'all. I'll holler at y'all. Yeah.
Well, welcome back again. This is the second half of our show, and I'm so elated to have Nino Breeze here. So much so, when Nino is performing on stage, the ladies throw their panties, they throw their jackets, they run up, they put money in the basket. They do this really funny rendition of the Chippendales. Well, each one of in the forefront, they come up and dance on the girls and make it kind of cool and fun, but they keep it very tactful, you know, and the girls just go crazy. So one of my favorite wardrobe changes that you all do are these really funky shirts. And you come out with the black pants, and everybody's shirt is a little different. And once in a while, you throw a tie in there, which is why I'm wearing a tie today, because this is my ode to Nino Breeze.
Very nice
yes,
tie.
thank you very much. And he usually has some type of bling too, so you all know that I'm the bling queen, and I always wear something that's blinging and sparkles. So I did this just for you, Nino.
Well, thank
but
you.
I also added the shoes. Thank you very much. So I don't know if my cameraman got those shoes in there, because he always misses my shoes, and I do some pretty funky shoes. But we got the shoes in there today. So Nino, with that being said, as far as wardrobe changes, how does Forefront come up with the wardrobe that they have? Because each song pretty much, and your first and second half of your show, you have a total different look.
Yeah, normally it depends on what songs we're going to do. Depends on the demographic of people we're performing for that night. We normally like to try to keep it as upscale as possible, wearing some type of suit or something like that to start you out. But then the second set, we normally might, you know, dress it down a little bit more, because we're going to dance you a little bit more.
Okay, so let's talk about your first and second set real quick. On your first set, what is the style of music that you're presenting at that time?
Pretty much the whole show is memory lane music.
Okay.
So, but on the first half of it, a lot of times we'll go back into the 60s and 70s more so, maybe even 80s. And then in the second half, we'll bring it more so up into the 90s and the 2000s more so, and get you dancing more top 40 type of.
So enlighten us, if you will, about one song for each one of your co-partners that perform with you. For those of us that haven't seen your show, what song for one of each one of your artists do they perform that's a big hit for them?
Well, I know with Jerron, he's our youngest member, and he likes to sing the oldest music. So he loves Sam Cooke. He's like a really big Sam Cooke fan.
Okay.
So he always does Cupid or Having a Party, one of those types of songs like that. Or maybe an abstract Sam Cooke song that some of us may have forgotten about, and he brings it back to our memories.
Okay.
Then Dave, with him being the bass of all basses, like I said, he always wants to do some Barry White. He might even do some Brooke Benton, Rainy Night in Georgia. You know, he might do that one. Lou Rawls, of course, he'll do some Lou Rawls, you know. Donald, he loves to do, because his cousin is L.J. Reynolds from the Dramatics.
Okay.
So he does a lot of dramatic songs. He likes to do O.J. songs. One of my favorite songs to hear him do is Try a Little Tenderness by Otis Redding.
Okay.
You know.
And you?
And, you know, I sing a bunch of stuff. Like I said, I'm a Luther, Brian McKnight, Jaheim. I'm that guy.
You're Renaissance man.
I'm more I'm the croon, I'm the raspy crooner.
Right.
That's what I'm a raspy crooner, that's it.
So tell me how you came up with the name Forefront.
Well, Forefront is 4 of us in the group. We all can lead songs. We all can, you know, do solo ventures as we wish to do. But as a group, since all 4 of us are able to individually lead songs, it's really a 4-man front. It's not like one guy singing all the leads and just some background singer. Everybody really can, you know, sing, you know, officially. Then also we keep love and brotherhood in the forefront, you know, so we want to make sure that we're keeping all those things in unity and togetherness all up in the front of them.
Okay. I've had an opportunity, more than an opportunity, to see you all perform. And I've brought a lot of people to see you perform over the years. And one of my favorites is when when David performs a Barry White song. And I just see the ladies in the audience going crazy because he goes, right on, right on, right on, right on. And he's like, all in the audience is making, and everybody's going crazy. Yeah. And when you are there, it doesn't matter what it is you're singing. It's like a magnetic energy, and the ladies are like, you know, and that's when you see ladies, literally the panties and things are flying up on the stage, money, everything, when you're up there spinning around and doing your thing. And I have a favorite with each one of the guys. And I remember when Jerron came along, he had braids and he had glasses. And then I watched him evolve to who he is now. He has a whole total different look, you know. But I vowed that when I saw your first show, you used to sing with some other groups in town, and now you have your own group. It's amazing, and I'm so excited for you that the career is moving along. But real quick, I want to touch on the community side of Nino Breeze, because the community side is what keeps them grounded. And you have a motivational component that you do in the community, which is called?
Fuel. Food and Understanding for Every Life. Basically, you know, I look at life like we're all in the car going down the road to greatness. And as we travel, of course, anytime you're going on a trip, you might run out of gas. You know, you might run out of fuel. So what I do is I try to give you some kind of motivation to help you get through to the next place. You know, a lot of times if you're feeling stagnant here, you can go ahead and tune in to me, and I'll give you something to get you on to the next spot, you know, so you just don't feel stranded out there in the street, you know. Get you to down your road to greatness. So that's really what it is in a nutshell. For all ages, it's not a religiously based type of thing. It's just for people overall. It's about life and getting through life the most effective ways that we can, thinking of the most basic principles. Thought is the most powerful thing ever. So if we can train ourselves to think positively, we have more power to get positive results in life, you know. So that's all it is, just trying to give back to the community in that way and change cognitive processes so that we can change the results that we get overall in our community.
I do know there's various sides of Nino Breeze. We talked about community, we talked about him singing, we also mentioned that he's a phenomenal father, but we have some other things in common. You have a talk show.
Yes, I do.
All right, and your talk show is called, because I know, but it sounds so good rolling off of your tongue.
It's the Fuel Talk Show. You know, also, actually, I have 2 talk shows. I have the Fuel Talk Show, and then also I have the Record Shop TV show as well. Now, on the Fuel Talk Show, it's the Food and Understanding for Every Life. It's all motivational. We bring musical artists on that are positive musical artists who have a positive message. We bring people in the community that are affecting change positively in the community. We do all of those things. We have something called High Honors, that's Help Industry Honors, and we bring those people on and showcase those folks as well. On the Record Shop TV show, it's all music. So it's all different types of music. You have hip hop, R&B, folk, rock, gospel, whatever kind of music it is. It's like a record store. So in the Record Shop, you have everything.
So you are indeed a Renaissance man.
Yes, ma'am.
A little this, a little that, a little something for you. What's next for NINO BREEZE?
You know what? I'm not sure what is actually next. I think the next thing is just perfecting everything I already have going on.
Okay.
You know, and just trying to make sure that is taken to the levels that I believe it can be taken to. At the end of the day, my whole thing is about effect. So I just want to affect change positively whichever way I can. So if you like music, I got music for you.
Okay.
If you like hearing somebody talk, I could talk you to death. You know, ladies, if you like watching somebody in the picture and that'll get you doing some positive stuff and a meme, maybe I got pictures for you too. I got memes, positive memes. You know, it's whatever you want. You know, we try to do it so we can touch people exactly where they're at, so we can get them to do what they need to do to be positive folks in the world that we live in.
Okay. So a very busy schedule in Las Vegas and abroad, balancing life, balancing your entertainment career and fatherhood.
Yes, ma'am.
What could you say to our young people of your motivational spectrum from your fuel?
I would say, as I said earlier, thought is the most powerful thing ever. So don't allow any negative thoughts to saturate your brain. Make sure you're putting as much positivity in it as you can, no matter what's going on in your life. Always think of the silver lining and the way that you can, not the way that you can't. That'll help you always fall forward instead of fall backwards.
Wonderful. I know that you are very busy and you have some engagements that you have to get to. And I'm so glad you just stopped by the studio to say hello.
Listen, you are
share.
VIP. This is Minnie Foxx, y'all. She's thanking me. Thank you. Thank you for having me here. You know, I had to carve that time out for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And let me say this too.
Okay.
Because I know y'all see her and see her do things all the time. But for folks like me, she's real. She's a real person, man. Like she really cares about people. She really wants to see you do your best. And I just want to say we appreciate all of that, for sure.
Thank you. And I definitely need tissue, Tito. I'm glad. Oh my God. I can never get over that when a comedian did that in the show. It was kind of funny. But on our show, I always toast, as everyone knows, we always do a toast to the artists and people that come on our show with great stories. And
we got libations? I didn't know we had libations.
Hey! But if you are watching, we want you to make sure that you tell us your stories. That you call in or write us via email and let us know the heartwarming stories that you have to share. Whether that is entertainment, business, fashion, community, your nightlife, sports, we want to know about your stories. Help our show to grow as you grow. Remember to subscribe to Minnie Foxx Talk Show. NINO BREEZE, we are so grateful that you stopped by, and cheers to you.
Thank you. Cheers to you.